What would happen if North Korea attacks the United States with an Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, or ICBM? A chilling question indeed. In recent news, North Korea has flexed its military prowess by launching a new Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. This marked their first test in almost a full year. And the intended target for this show of force, the US mainland. Now, this isn't an empty threat or a mere bluff. The advancements in North Korea's missile technology have been significant and alarming. They've been making strides in developing solid-fueled, long-range ballistic missiles, a fact that has raised eyebrows and concerns worldwide. The potential threat posed by North Korea's ICBMs is real, and the international community is taking note. But it's not just the missile advancements that have the world on edge. North Korea's participation in the Ukraine war has also raised a host of new concerns. There's speculation about potential technology exchanges between North Korea and Russia. If true, this could mean an escalation of the conflict, with North Korea gaining access to more advanced technology to further bolster their missile program. It's important to remember that these missiles aren't just weapons of destruction, they're also tools of intimidation designed to instill fear and exert power. North Korea is sending a clear message with these launches. They're not afraid to stand up to the US, and they're prepared to take drastic measures to protect their interests. As we can see, the North Korean threat is not just hypothetical, it is a reality we must confront. Now, how prepared is the United States to face such a threat? Let's delve into the current state of the US missile defense system. At the heart of America's defense against intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs, are two key systems: ground-based interceptors, or GBIs, and the Aegis ballistic missile defense. GBIs are designed to intercept incoming missiles in space, far from American soil. The Aegis system, on the other hand, is a sea-based defense deployed on US Navy ships, capable of intercepting enemy missiles post-launch during their mid-flight phase. But as the threat landscape evolves, so too must America's defenses. One proposal that's been floated is the creation of an American version of Israel's Iron Dome. This system has proven incredibly effective at intercepting short-range rockets and artillery shells, but could it be adapted to counter long-range ICBMs? The idea of an American Iron Dome is captivating, but there are significant challenges to its implementation. For starters, the threat faced by the United States is vastly different from that faced by Israel. The US must prepare for ICBMs that can travel thousands of miles and carry nuclear warheads, a far cry from the short-range rockets the Iron Dome was designed to counter. Furthermore, there's the issue of cost. Developing a new defense system is no small feat, and it requires a significant investment. The Iron Dome system, for instance, has cost Israel billions of dollars to develop and maintain. And while the US certainly has a larger budget, the question of whether this is the best use of resources is a valid one. Additionally, critics argue that pursuing such a system could inadvertently spark a new arms race. If the US develops a more advanced missile defense, other countries might feel compelled to develop more advanced offensive capabilities in response, potentially leading to a dangerous escalation. Clearly, the US defense system has its strengths and weaknesses. But the question remains, would it be enough to counter a North Korean ICBM attack? Finally, let's explore the potential consequences of a North Korean ICBM attack on the United States. The immediate impact of a nuclear explosion is as catastrophic as it is instant. The blast would obliterate everything within a certain radius, causing untold destruction and loss of life. Buildings would be leveled, infrastructure would crumble, and a firestorm would incinerate everything in its path. But the devastation wouldn't stop there. The nuclear fallout, a deadly cocktail of radioactive particles, would be carried by the wind, contaminating vast areas and poisoning water supplies. Those who survived the initial blast could suffer from radiation sickness, with symptoms ranging from nausea and vomiting to hair loss and severe burns. The long-term health effects could include an increased risk of cancer and genetic damage. The environmental impact would be equally devastating. The explosion would release vast amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, potentially causing a nuclear winter. This could lead to a significant drop in global temperatures, disrupting ecosystems and leading to widespread crop failures. The socio-political repercussions of such an attack would be far-reaching. An act of aggression on this scale would likely provoke a swift and severe response from the US and its allies. Retaliatory measures could range from economic sanctions to military action, potentially leading to a wider conflict. The global response would be one of horror and condemnation. The international community would rally against North Korea, imposing sanctions and demanding accountability. Yet the possibility of a wider conflict involving other nuclear powers cannot be ruled out. The world would be thrust into a state of uncertainty and fear, with the threat of nuclear war looming large. As we can see, the consequences of a North Korean ICBM attack on the US would be catastrophic, not just for the US, but for the entire world. In conclusion, the threat of a North Korean ICBM attack on the United States is a serious concern. We've delved into the reality of North Korea's missile capabilities, highlighting their relentless progress in this sphere. We've also examined the current state of the US defense against these intercontinental ballistic missiles, touching on the need for enhanced homeland defense and the potential of adopting a system akin to the Israeli Iron Dome. Moreover, we've walked through the potential consequences of a North Korean ICBM attack, a sobering reminder of the importance of robust defense strategies. The diverse threats we face, not only from North Korea but also from other nations like Russia and China, each require different defense strategies. This underscores the importance of strengthening US missile defense capabilities, from increasing our stocks of interceptor missiles to investing in advanced technology like space-based interceptors and directed energy weapons. While we hope such a scenario never becomes a reality, being prepared and understanding the potential consequences is key to mitigating the impact of such an attack.